Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Box with the Technical Trader at thetechtrader.com. It's the 28th of March. These are the charts of the day. Well, the market's had kind of a mixed to positive session, and I'm okay with the way it's acting for now. Lots of stocks we follow and some we don't are coming to the forefront. I'm going to show you a few. Acacia, which you can see had a big downtrend and then reversed here back a year ago in April, has been a beautiful uptrend ever since, and although there's been periods of consolidation and pullback retesting, it finally broke out in February, and this accelerating, rising kind of channel, I think, is going to extend to 65 and 70 eventually, so keep an eye on that one. UDC, one of our old friends, from when it broke out back in August of last year, around the 8 range, we were on it. It subsequently got up to near 15, pulled back, and look at the wedges formed. I think it's about to take that for a ride up towards 17. Support 12.5. CCXI. Now, I put a swing on it today because I feel that this move here is foretelling a much bigger move. That's my opinion. After a long one-year consolidation, maybe getting ready to ramp up 15, 17, and eventually mid-20s. CIFS, well, I'm not crazy about this company, but the chart intrigues me. It pulled back for 2 days, exploded, pulled back for 3 weeks, and then got very quiet near the apex, low volume add, and today it popped out. So $1.30 or 47%, nothing to sneeze at. If we get a follow through, we should see somewhere around 6 3/4 and maybe as high as 8.5. CRMT popped big time today. Merck's Carmide exploded out of a wedge pattern, ran up 738 or 8.7%. It's thinly traded, but it looks to me like this one may be headed into the 115 range. Gold seems to be coming down again, folks. There was a big drop the last couple of days, and so the dust and the JDST are beginning to move. You can see the big down channel has taken the dust from the September high at 48 3/4 all the way back down to mid-teens, and then double bottom there. Today we had a breakaway gap. Take a look. See that gap? The volume was heavy. If we can get up through this line and take out the spike high here about up, say 19 3/4 roughly, if we can get it to there, I think you're in a new uptrend. Certainly if we can get it to 21 1/4, but that's my near-term target. 21 1/4 and then 25.5 3/4. And then we'll see if this is a new uptrend that is beginning, meaning gold going down and the JDST and dust going up. Here's the JDST. You can see same pattern. Big drop from the 90s to low 30s. Wow. And the big pop to the moving averages and resistance near the prior lows across here, and then the pullback. Now today it popped and gapped as well. It was up 375 or 10.6%, and volume increase as well. I'm looking for this to make a move up through the moving average, say up above 40, then test the 45 range, and eventually 50, 55 is my target. JNCE, the swing trade, has been a beautiful flag over the last 2 weeks after the breakout from the inverse head and shoulders. I think that today's reversal, which is engulfing, might be a signal that it's about to take off. Look for a test of 7 and 8 3/4 9. SEEL, nothing special about this pattern other than the V bottom and explosive move and then a pullback in that area. Today, after hours, I want to show you something. Look at the 1 minute chart on SEEL after hours. It may take a moment or two. Little bit of internet slowness. Okay, there you go. So take a look what happened after hours tonight. The stock closed at about 290 and ran up to 405. Now it's pulling back a little bit, but it should be interesting tomorrow. 405 on a daily chart. It's going to take a moment. I'm experiencing internet difficulties, folks, so bear with me. You can see that SEEL Seelos has some resistance at the 50-day right there. That comes in about 358, and it's above that. So I'm looking for 4 3/4 5 tomorrow, and maybe more than that. We'll see. We'll see. Take off. Service Monkey. I think it's called Survey Monkey, but it's SVMK software company. Based, popped, coiled, broke out up 4 days in a row and ramping. My target of 18 maybe hit as early as tomorrow morning. And then I'm looking for 20 or better and beyond. Nice move on TCDA. I mean explosive move. This damn thing went up 13 3/4 or 57% on 3.25 million. That's huge volume for that. It might very well open and run up to 40.5 to test the September high, but I think this goes into mid-high 40s at some point. Tenax Therapeutics, cheapie, closed at 225 of 44 cents. The volume was 7.8 million shares, 24% gainer one day. If I can bring the chart up, I will in a moment. You can see that the stock went had a special session. I wanted to show you that. There it is. After popping in March and pulling back in a falling wedge, it popped and had another falling wedge, forming a big wedge. Today it gapped up and closed pretty well, up 44 cents, 24% as I said. The volume was strong, very strong, second biggest all year. If we can get this up through 280, 275.80, that's my target. Then I'd be looking for about 3 3/4 and 4. TLRA. Swing trade TLRA after popping and pulling back did very well, and now looks like it's consolidating, and the next target is 7.5. VCYT, also looking great. This is one of our top picks for the year. A flag is formed. This may run into the high 20s, low 30s. And finally, Verint. Big breakaway gap pop. 736 or 14% today on heavy volume. Looks like a breakout. I think we're going to make 60 and 65. And folks, that's it for this evening. Have a good one.